So for yet another generation, it seems like the only people losing are Nintendo console owners. Now, the Nintendo Wii U, I think we all know how literally every third party has just about abandoned the console. I mean, look at how many big games are coming to or came out on the Wii U this year. I mean, some of the big games that came out on other systems and even last gen systems like The Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, and more are not on the Wii U. And you know that document listing the number of games that came out on both last-gen consoles but not on the Wii U? That list is now at 289 games. That's right, 289 games have come out since the Wii U came out on last-gen, which is the PS3 and 360, but not the Wii U, and many of them also have next-gen and PC versions. And nearly every big game anybody is talking about is not on the Wii U. The only games on the Wii U right now are some very niche indie titles and Nintendo first-party games. And here's the problem with that. If Nintendo delays a game, then guess what? That's one less game you have for the year. And Nintendo has been delaying games a lot or announcing this game's coming out next year when the system has huge droughts. And the newest example of this is Star Fox Zero. It just got delayed to next year, missing the Christmas season, which is a very crucial time for selling consoles. So now the Wii U only has 3 games coming out before Christmas. Devil's Third, which bombed horribly in review scores when it came out overseas, Yoshi's Woolly World, which also came out overseas earlier and got better scores, much better in fact, and Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was a sequel to a game that didn't do quite that well in America. And in fact, somebody at Nintendo actually said they lost money localizing that game. Now, so far, there are 2 games coming out on the Wii U next year that are of any big importance. Mighty Number 9, which is a multi-plat game on every platform in existence pretty much, and Star Fox Zero, which is unexclusive and a first-party game. Those are the only 2 games I could find that are big coming out next year on the Wii U, and that's pathetic. Yet if you look at either next-gen system, you'll find just about something for everybody on either system, with the PlayStation 4 having a few more niche Japanese games. You can find many genres that are lacking on the Wii U on the other systems, such as role-playing games, shooters, sports games, racing games, and more coming out this year alone. I mean, there are tons of games coming out in the next few months for both the Xbox One and the PS4, like Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition, Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, and of course you've also got Need for Speed, Halo 5 Guardians on the Xbox One, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Fallout 4, and many, many more. And I'm not even counting the games that are coming out next year or the games that are already out. Because the point here is, if you buy an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, you're guaranteed to get something for anybody. With the Wii U, you can't say the same thing because that thing absolutely lacks games. It does not have many of the big games people are talking about online unless you only lurk in the Nintendo fan part of the internet. The 3DS isn't much better, and the only big first-party Nintendo games coming out this year on the 3DS are a Pokemon game, which is a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, and the last one was absolutely hated by even Pokemon fans, and of course an Animal Crossing spin-off game that nobody really asked for. So, what else is the 3DS getting this year that's worth talking about? It is actually getting a bunch of kids games. And that's about it, really. Now, the 3DS isn't the only handheld lacking in games, as the PlayStation Vita does too. And the Vita only has niche games and very few mainstream games, especially considering how Western third parties have just given up on handhelds. But here's the thing with the 3DS. It does not have many games that are coming out. And the thing is, while this isn't a bad thing for the 3DS audience, considering how they just want to play Smash, Pokemon, and Animal Crossing all day, it is a bad thing for people wanting to buy a system with more than just 3 games, and for those who want to play a system with games that won't associate them with that neckbeard who reeks of body odor who carries a 3DS around with him everywhere and leaves his 3DS charger in class. And before you write that off as a joke, that is what I have seen at my college, especially among those who play kiddie games like Nintendo games. And here's the point in the end though. Nintendo systems have such a severe lack of games that there's not something for everyone, and if you buy one, it's a bad buy because they lack games and there's so little in the pipeline as well, along with the fact that third parties are just ignoring Nintendo systems. So all in all, don't go out and buy a new 3DS, and if you don't own a Wii U, just look at how many games the Wii U has and think about it and realize maybe this isn't a good purchase when all the Wii U owners on YouTube who were bragging about it now own Xbox Ones and PS4s. And I think that says a lot about Nintendo. If the people who are like hardcore Nintendo fans are going out and buying non-Nintendo systems, that says a whole lot about the current state of Nintendo. That's all that needs to be said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.